Hi guys, welcome to another episode of PSLE Maths Secrets Review. In today's episode, we are going to be exploring this topic called area of triangle, but it's not the simple kind, it's the rather tricky kind. So you'd like to know how to solve this question and to get the answer, stay with me all the way till the end and you'll be able to learn how to solve such questions correctly. So without further ado, let us dive in together and understand the question. So the figure below is made up of triangles WXY and ABX. And it's mentioned that the total unshaded area is 180 cm square. Alright? So we need to find the area, the shaded area BXZ. Now, the most common mistake made by students is that they will assume that the total unshaded area of 180 cm square, as we know, there are two portions, there are two unshaded portions. So the common mistake, the common misconception is to assume that the two unshaded portions are equal. Okay, so that is very untrue. So how can we avoid such problems? I would like to show you how I will actually label the diagram. I will label it further, alright, I will label it further by calling the white portion over here portion D. I would actually call the unshaded part E, okay, as in E for elephant, E for echo. Let me just label it very clearly. And last but not least, I will call the white portion over here F. So D, E, and F. So I will first want to find out what is the area of D plus E. And it's really so easy. So I'm going to use blue color to label. So do you still recall what is the area of formula? As in, what is the formula for area of triangle? So area of triangle, if you recall, the formula is actually half times base times height. And in this particular case, the base of this triangle WXY, okay, WXY is actually 15 plus 12, alright, 27. Okay, let me just label it for everyone. So the base of triangle WXY is actually 27, alright. So if I'm trying to find area of triangle WXY, okay, WXY, let me just label it clearly. It has to be half times 27 times 16. And it'll be very useful for us to use cancellation method. Okay, so I'll cancel 2 with 16. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 16 divided by 2 will be 8, and I'll end up doing 27 multiplied by 8. So 27 multiplied by 8, given that this question in the exam, we can't use calculator, so I have to show my working. So 27 multiplied by 8. So 8 times 7, 56, and the next step, 8 times 2, 16, plus 5, 21. So it's 216. Next step. Okay, I shall use red color to illustrate. Area of triangle ABX. Alright, so area of triangle ABX. And that is also half times base times height. And the very next step, okay, I have to ask myself, what is the base? The base is actually 12. And in this case, the height will be 18. And it'll be super easy for me to cancel 2 with 18. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So this is 12 times 9, which will lead us to 108. Alright, so what's the significance of WXY and triangle ABX? Okay, let me just write it down for everyone. Triangle WXY comprises of D plus E, as in portions D plus E, whereas triangle ABX consists of E plus F, and we are supposed to find E. So when we actually add up triangles WXY together with ABX, what is going to happen? Okay, what is going to happen is that triangle WXY, if I add up triangle ABX, it will be D plus 2E plus F. And what is the value of that? It will be 216 if we add 108, and this will lead us to 324. I can actually do mental sum, no problem. So what is the portion that is unshaded? Isn't it 180 cm square? And that actually points to portions D and F. Alright, portions D and F. So portions D together with portions F is actually 180 cm square. So if I were to take 324, subtract away our unshaded portions, this will leave me with 2E. Okay, so 2E, as we can see, 2 portions of E, 2 portions of the shaded pieces, shaded parts, has got to be 324, subtract away 180. And if I were to do my working, alright, somewhere, if I were to do my working somewhere, it has got to be 144. Okay, let me just find somewhere to work it out. So for example, if I use this corner here, the top corner, 324, subtract away 180. 4 minus 0 is 4, 2, I can't subtract 8, I got to do a bit of renaming. Yes, it's 144. So 144 is a very, very common mistake made by students, because the answer is not 144. It is something else, because to find E, which is what we need to find, we actually got to take this 144 divided by 2. Since double of E is 144, and I'll be able to find that E itself, the shaded area BXZ, is actually 72. And this means that with everything that's completed, I have arrived at my answer. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video or if you got anything out of it whatsoever, please hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know where you guys are tuning from. That's always good to know. Last but not least, if you are new to this channel and you haven't already, remember, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications button. There's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we are committed to making weekly videos to hold you accountable and to make this your best year in mathematics. But for now, this is Teacher Ray signing off. Bye bye!